Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Drew back again with another video for all you soccer fans out there, and it feels good to be back. Real quick, before we get into the topic, which the topic today, as you can tell in the title, is going to be talking about the future of USA soccer and what this pool of talented players we have right now has in store for us in the future of USA soccer history. Before we get to that, you guys may notice I haven't posted in a while, and I know you guys, many of you who have followed me closely, know that it's because I had my first child last month. So it's been a month since I've posted. It's crazy. And it feels great. I've been busy taking care of this baby with, my girlfriend. We have other two kids. Those are my two stepkids. It's just been a crazy, crazy month, but a very, very happy month as well. I'm not going to get too into depth with that because I know a lot of you guys just want to focus on the soccer topic. But for all you guys who really want to see not just the YouTube side of me, but the personal side of me, I will show pictures and talk about, this whole dad process at the end of the video. So for right now, first half soccer, second half dad time. All right, without further ado, let's get to it. What I really am excited to talk about is this amount of players we have playing in top flight leagues. Okay, we've got players playing with big clubs. We're not talking about no more big MLS teams. We're not talking about no more second division English side. We're not talking about, these random teams across Belgium and Germany and like anywhere else, Austria, doesn't matter. Now we got some of our big players, some of the players we've been following for a couple years now, playing for big teams, actually starting in games and actually scoring goals and making an impact on these games and for their big teams. It's great. I'm gonna post a lineup right here. This is what I think our future lineup could be in like a big game or a big tournament, like the 2022 World Cup. This is how it could look like. Subject to change. Now, as you see here, no names here. Only the teams of the players. And as many of you guys already probably pointed out, we've got Seattle Sounders up there, and you guys know who that is? Stephen Fry. Just kidding. That is Jordan Morris. Let me just talk about the lineup before I get to that side. This is the lineup that I would love to see, that I think would be a good idea to play for a big game or a big tournament, like I said. In goal, we got Zach Steffen from Man City, who's actually started a couple games already. He just came off his first clean sheet with Man City in the Carabao Cup against Bournemouth, I believe. His two defenders up front, Jonathan Brooks, as always, a staple, one of our best defenders. Right next to him, we've got Chris Richards from Bayern Munich, who really hasn't played too much for the senior side, but he's played a lot for the their youth side, doing well enough to always be now a player on the bench for Bayern, and that's good. Bayern is a big team with a lot of depth, and the fact that he's actually there in the bench, he's called up on the team sheet for every game, that proves me that he could be something greater than we think he is. Better probably than Aaron Long, better than Walker Zimmerman, players like that. And I think even better than Matt Miazga, because Matt Miazga has been, loaned out everywhere. He can't really couldn't break into the Chelsea team, loaned out. Same thing for Cameron Carter-Vickers. Really not breaking into the Tottenham side, going to be loaned out once again, it looks like. And to me, that just seems like if their coach doesn't see no potential with them or not impressed with those players, then why should we have them as a starter in our team? Whereas we could have someone who's actually staying with their team, not being loaned out, and actually has a higher potential, I believe. So that's why I picked Chris Richards here. In defense, the fullbacks, we got Fulham, who have Anthony Robinson, who Fulham obviously kind of suck, but Anthony Robinson, nonetheless, playing in the Premier League. Not yet a starter, but I feel like he's going to be, so I kind of give him a little edge there. On the right side, right back, we got Sergino Dest, newly added to the Barcelona team, and I think it's going to be great. If you could see the announcement, you can see the excitement in the Barca team. You've seen the excitement in Sergino Dest playing for Barca. He's going to give it his all. Barca are going to mold him to a great right back, hopefully a Danny Alves type of right back, because Barca, we need that stuff, bro. We need a right back who's actually good. I'm sick of all these whack-ass right backs we've had as of late, but I have big faith in Sergino Dest. Now, if you wanted to, you could, swap the Dest and put him into left back, take Anthony Robinson out, and put, Reggie Cannon from Boa Vista in Portugal as right back. You could do that, but I think this is just, for me, a better lineup in the back. Up front, we've got two holding midfielders. And by the way, 4-2-3-1 I think is my favorite formation ahead of 4-3-3. But I just think 4-2-3-1 really fits well with this type of group of players and plays to their strengths. We've got obviously Tyler Adams and Weston McKennie in the middle. Tyler Adams for RB Leipzig doing the same thing he's been doing for a couple months now, or last 2 years. Killing it in the game, being a main starter, scoring some goals, doing some assists, really making an impact every time he plays. And now Weston McKennie, newly added to the Juventus team under Andrea Pirlo, playing with Cristiano Ronaldo. I think this is going to be... He's already started a couple games. He's making good impact. Andrea Pirlo really seems interested and excited to see what McKennie could bring to his team. Especially Juventus, which is a team that's kind of always had kind of older players, but now they're really getting some good youth players, and they're really going and getting some better players, which is only going to benefit McKennie's game. I think if he keeps playing at the high caliber he's at, he's going to be a starter, or at least one of the first players on the team sheet, and I think that's going to be terrific. Up front now in the attacking sense, everyone's favorite part. At the start, let's just get it out of the way. The right wing, I've got Jordan Morris from Seattle Sounders, because a lot of people I've seen lineups and they put Timothy Weah as a right wing there, or as a forward there on the wings, and I might be the only person who doesn't have faith in Timothy Weah. He's very injury prone. I don't hate him. I think he's definitely a talented and skillful player. I wish he could stay fit enough to actually make consistent games for his team and just for the country as well. But I have not seen enough of him to really have any faith in him. I've seen a lot of Jordan Morris, especially as of recently in the MLS. He's been killing it, lighting it up. He loves playing the wings. I think he's got pace. He's got strength. I think he really, really would be a good addition to this European, basically, USA side. In the middle, we've got Giovanni Reyna from Borussia Dortmund, another American playing and making impact at Dortmund. Gio Reyna is starting games or coming off as the bench a lot, really getting some assists and some goals. He's really starting to come into his form. I'm really excited to see what kind of future Reyna has at Dortmund. I think Dortmund is the perfect place for him to flourish and to play, get some opportunities, and really become a better player and probably get transferred to maybe another big side like Christian Pulisic did. Speaking of Pulisic, he is on the left side playing for Chelsea, injured right now, but you guys know he is the best player we have right now, best player on this team, and best player of the USA in general. So I'll leave it at that. I don't really have to explain that too much. Up front, we've got fan favorite Josh Sargent. Now, Josh Sargent to me never really impressed me, so I might be, again, not had the favorable mindset towards Josh Sargent. I think he still has a long way to prove himself at the national level, but it's kind of hard when you got Josie Altidore or Zardes hogging up all the striker time. But I think Josh Sargent right now, this season at least, the start of the season, he seems pretty good. So he's got a couple goals in his hand. He's got some assists. I think he's really starting to come into his own form there at Werder Bremen, and I think hopefully that will transfer over to the national team whenever he gets to play again, which I think is like late October when we have some international break, and I really hope that we can have at least some of these players in that camp to really see how they have improved since playing at their clubs. And that's the lineup. That's the lineup I'm excited for. That's the lineup that I would love to see play against a big team or in an important game like World Cup qualifiers, which is coming up pretty soon. So let's talk about like what kind of what kind of players we've got behind the scenes on the bench. We've got Conrad de la Fuente, who's also at Barcelona. He's been playing a lot in the preseason. He's been on the bench so far, at least the first two games that I've seen him in La Liga on the bench. So another player from Barcelona. If you would have told me like 5-10 years, not even 3 years ago, that the majority of our lineup would be playing for teams like Bayern, Man City, or Chelsea, or Barcelona, I'd be like, yeah, whatever. That's whatever. I think this is the best kind of young, talented players that we've had in a long, long time, maybe ever. I never saw Landon Donovan playing for a big team like this. He played for Everton, back in the day on loan and stuff, but first of all, it's Everton, all due respect. Second of all, he never really made an impact in the Premier League, I feel like, when he was on loan. He scored a couple goals, whatever, but he never really was a star-studded player there like Christian Pulisic is. Clint Dempsey, yeah, he did play for Fulham. Yeah, I guess Clint Dempsey did pretty good. Josie Altidore, we all know how his big team went. He was pretty good in the Dutch league. Came over to Sunderland, bombed. Tim Howard, while yes, he played for Everton as well. He was a star standout there. That's good. But if you look around all the other players, like it wasn't really, you can't really compare it to this kind of players that we have currently right now. And that's why I'm excited. That's why I want to hear your thoughts. How do you guys feel about this lineup? How do you guys feel about these players that we have currently making an impact at their big clubs? And let me know if there's any players I missed that you'd love to see on this lineup. As always, thanks so much for kicking with me. I'll see you guys next time. If you guys want to see, my dad life, stick around in 3, 2, 1. All right, dad time. Let's go. First of all, I'm really excited that you guys are back here watching the video. If you guys made it this far, you guys are true Drew crew. Okay. Thank you so much for sticking around. Dad life is good. We went to the hospital. She gave birth, and I was like, life-changing. For all you dads out there, you guys know what I'm feeling. Once the baby came out, I was like, dude, my life changed forever. Came home, freaking love this little girl. Absolutely love her. I'll do anything for her. Maybe when she's a little bigger, she can like crawl or something, I'll put her in the videos. But for now, enjoy these pictures. This is me and the baby. Me and my girlfriend and the baby. Our family and stuff. I love it. I love being a dad. It's like it's life changing. It makes me more motivated to make better videos on the channel, so then I could like support my family better. So like that's what I want to do. I want to work my full-time job, come home, kiss my baby, come downstairs and record for you guys to because I love doing it. I love being with my baby. I love recording with you guys. It's just a great feeling, and I'm really excited to see what the future holds for me and the baby. Okay, that's it for you guys. I'm gonna start being mushy. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below about the lineup, or if you guys have any dad tips, let me know down below as well. Thanks for kicking with me. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.